Oh,
yesterday was payday.
July 16th, and Tom has just set up his Cougar here, which you all have seen before. And today is the first day he's going to bring out his P47. So that's why I made sure I brought the camera so we can capture this for posterity. And so he's walking over to his car, and geez, that kind of takes up a lot of room there, Tom, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Some bitch. Shit. He has to buy a truck just to haul his airplanes, folks. Has to buy a truck just to haul his airplanes.
What's been a bad influence?
After all, what's more important, you know? You want to use my cradle, or is that big enough?
This will work.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think we need to buy a bigger cradle, though.
I got one actually in the trunk, but this works, so I'm not going to drag the other one out.
So this is a Magnum 120 4-stroke. And what airplane is this, Tom? Do you know?
Top Flight P47.
Top Flight P40. Was this a kit or an ARF?
ARF.
Okay.
It was really ARF for me because I bought it all assembled already.
It was really ARF for Tom because he bought it all. He bought it from a gentleman at Weed Whackers. You want to tell us about it, Tom?
Yeah, well, Warren, I forget his last name, and he's getting out of gas airplanes because I guess at Weed Whackers they're frowning upon the gas planes now. And I just saw it on RC groups and heard these are good planes to fly, so I thought it'd be a good built-up warbird to start with, and here I am.
Good for you.
Although it's been a whole year in the making, because life got in the way, and
It does that.
finally got her out here.
So,
Alright.
Tom's an expert with electronics. Knows how he has everything labeled. Excuse me, I'm new at this.
Oh.
How is everything labeled and everything?
I can't take credit for that. Warren set
did
that
that.
up.
Oh, I see.
He's really excellent.
Oh, good. Different color fuel lines, which makes a little bit of sense. Is that cool or what? Look at the plug lead and everything. Tom put in a glow driver. Look at that cool cap for the glow driver. Is that neat or what? Shit. You see that? Isn't that cool? So, and Tom's glow driver runs off the receiver battery. And tell us about the glow driver again, Tom.
Well, it's just, well, the interesting part is that it's programmable. You just run it right off the receiver. So it runs off the receiver battery, which made me nervous. So I have telemetry to tell me the receiver battery voltage at all times and give me a warning if it gets too low. And it's on a 3-position switch, so it can be off. You can have it come on automatically at low throttle settings, or just turn it on all the time.
Which is, the whole thing makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and tell us about the beeper.
Yeah, there's a beeper on it that whenever it's on, it'll beep as long as the glow plug is good. If the glow plug burns out, it won't beep. So right away you'll know, some troubleshooting right there.
Great.
Get that out of the way.
So those are features which are absent on the one I installed in Terry's EA Bipe. It doesn't have that. It does have its own battery, which, that's a matter of opinion whether you want to have your own battery for it or not. But this one has the beeper and the 3-position switch and that stuff, which the one I'm putting in Terry's doesn't have that. So it has its own battery. So some people would say that might be nice, because if it has its own battery, then you're not draining your receiver battery, But I don't know how much current that glow driver draws anyway, and it's not running all the time either. So, anyway, this is really cool. Like Tom said, it's been a year since he bought this plane, and today would be the big day. It's too bad our buddy Terry isn't here, because he's Terry would have loved to have seen this, but he'll see it maybe next week or something if he can fly next week. So, boy, that's nice the way he labeled those. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
That's something he printed out, or did he write that on there?
Oh, I don't know if he purchased them that way or what. I'll have to ask him
I don't
about
know,
that.
that's pretty cool. Looks good, huh? Oh, look at the steel inserts. The steel inserts for the wing hold downs. Is that cool or what? Son of a gun. Nice. Pretty darn nice. Are you nervous, Tom?
Not terribly. Probably should be. The telephone wires look taller today as I
Oh,
was
do
driving
they?
in.
Oh, do they? I wonder why. I don't know. He must have had a dream or something. Because Tom never crashes airplanes.
Gee.
So, anyway, so shit. This is going to be a challenge, folks. Boy, that wing looked great. Look at that. Look at that. That's really nicely done. It's in. Nothing hanging out this side. Are they all in there?
Yeah.
Are they all tucked in?
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Just get my screwdriver. Should have had ready.
Is that as far as that's going to fit?
Yeah, it's funny. This side fits flush. This side does not. And,
Oh?
I blame that on the ARF part.
Yeah, it's the underside.
It kind of tucks in. As
You don't tell anybody except they won't know.
yeah, except now it's on film, so
I know,
everybody
I know. Pretty cool, Tom. That's a great looking airplane.
Well, we can thank Top Flight.
Well, still. Nice little look at the little tiny control harness. Aren't those nice little ones instead of big ones? Well, this one's turned around. Look at that, the way it's turned around on the flap. See that? I'll be darned. Instead of it being on the line here, it's attached back here.
Well, honestly, I never even noticed that before.
Interesting. Interesting. And they just use a Z-bend here, which is always simple. But you can do that when you got servo arms that are thin like that. I bought a real good Great Plains Z-bender, but you can't use it on servo arms because the vertical part of the Z isn't tall enough to work on the bigger servo arms. So Tom said that. Oh, look, the gear comes out in a hurry. Jeez.
Yeah, it's the actual gear servo, one that was intended for gear, so you can't control the speed or anything. It's just one way or the other.
That's cool. That's cool. Fairly firm tires. They're foam, but they're fairly firm and narrow. Oh shit! Look at the speed of these flaps. Look at the speed of these flaps.
Well, that's all in the transmitter.
Yeah, but Tom programmed that so they're slow. Is that cool or what? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, is that cool or what?
That's the ignition buzzer there.
Oh, that's the glow driver.
Yeah.
Talking to him. How about that, huh? Pretty darn cool.
Looks to be going the right way.
Bueno. Okay, we'll take a break now.